My name is Marc Dipinto. I come from Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Everything so far, I mean, I'm complete now, and everything has been, from the start to the finish, incredibly impressive, incredibly heartwarming to have been given such incredible care and attention to every one of my, anything that I had as a concern, anything that I would bring up question-wise, every detail has been attended to. The bedside manner, if that's what you would call it here, has just been phenomenal. And I feel incredibly, incredibly blessed to have somehow stumbled upon grace. And that's why I want to do this testimonial for that other people who are trying to determine where to go, that you found Algodones. To be able to come to Los Algodones, there's a lot of choices you can make. And Grace Dental Studio, in my experience, would be the top-notch facility of anything down here. I'm not saying that. I don't get paid to say this. I'm not getting anything special. I want other people to experience what I've experienced, because I think there's levels of what you could experience here, and everything I've gone through has been nothing but top-notch. Exactly why I wanted to do this testimonial. For anybody out there who is questioning coming to Mexico to get dental surgery. You know, I have a lot of people in my family, people involved in the medical field. And when I would say, well, I'm going to Mexico to get dental surgery or get implants because it's just not affordable in America. I've looked into it. The prices in America, you could put a down payment on a home, probably not afford a home at this point with our housing problems. But when I would say to people, I'm going to go to Mexico for some dental work, I had the same response every time. They would go, oh, Mexico. And I would say, well, number one, do you believe everyone in Mexico has wooden teeth? And number two, there are such things as malpractice suits in America. So therefore, why would you not do your research and do your, if you would not, you know, do some investigation? I don't like to say research on the internet. You're just investigating. But investigate, look and see other testimonials, read reviews. And that's why I want to do this review, is to explain to people that, yeah, anywhere you go, you could find a shyster that, you know, has a door that you walk through, and they'll do some things that you're not really, you know, sure of. At Grace Dental Studio, there is absolutely no sacrifice of skill, no sacrifice of quality, no sacrifice of safety, no sacrifice of technology. Everything I've experienced here has been top level, and I've been impressed with the cleanliness of the facilities, the attention to detail of everything that I've gotten done. No stone is left unturned. Every I is dotted, every T is crossed. And that's really been why I want to give a testimonial today, is because I feel very blessed to have somehow found Grace Dental Studio. You could go to a lot of places. I would recommend not crossing the border, walking into Algodones and finding somewhere. I would recommend coming to Algodones with a clear path of where you want to go and what you want to get done, and not be talked into anything. Have an idea of where you are before you get on the plane or get in your car to come here. But I feel incredibly, incredibly lucky that I somehow stumbled upon, through my investigations, out Grace Dental Studio. And I could not feel more blessed that this happened and that I've had this experience. I'm finished now. If you didn't know me, you would never know that these are all dental implants on my upper teeth. If you did know me, you will never know that these are all upper implants on my upper teeth. So from start to finish, I feel incredibly blessed that I've had this experience. And please do your own investigation, read, but if you can, do a lot of reading about Grace, and you'll find that I'm not the only one that thinks like this. That is, the thing is, just how, you know, the person out there that might be watching this, how you came upon finding dental tourism in the United States, so to speak, and how you would need to come to another country, which is a little bit defeating right now, that we would have to look elsewhere and outside to kind of have to get this type of dental service. And just to realize, to not be scared when I was looking and researching or investigating, where am I going to go? I originally heard about Italy having socialized healthcare. So I realized that you could go out of country. And when I realized, after looking for dental implants, that I was going to have to go to multiple visits. And that is something that you should consider. When you're going to be traveling to another country, it's not just going to be one and done. You're going to have to go back for repeat visits. And repeat visits are going to require the cost of travel. And one of those issues is in proximity to where you live. Los Algodones was the closest to where I needed to go from Colorado. So researching and where could I go for dental tourism? You could go to Riviera Maya, or the Mexico Riviera. There are different places that you could go. But what I needed to do was, once I realized that implants were my need and desire, I know I needed to come multiple times. And Los Algodones, when I looked at different things online, and there is a Vice article, a documentary by Vice that will tell you about Los Algodones, Molar City. And when I learned that this is where I would need to go, and cost-wise, I started to do some investigation on different studios. And there are different companies that are out here, and they all advertise. And when I found Grace Dental Studio, and I read about the doctors, and I read other reviews, I realized that this was a place that I wanted to investigate, just see if it was possible that I would work with them and they would work with me as a patient and as doctors. And I feel incredibly blessed that I was able to sync up with this studio for who I am as a person, for who you may be as a person, and for what your requirements are as a patient. I could not recommend this Grace Dental Studio more than anywhere else. And again, when you're at your hotel in Algodones, or if you stay in Yuma, Arizona, you'll talk to other people who are going through these procedures. And I have heard some less than favorable stories of experience. And anyone I talk to, when I work in Colorado, I'm a driver, I have a lot of tourists that come from all over the country, all over the world. And when we talk about what we're doing, and they say, what do you do in your off time? And I tell them, well, right now I'm going through some dental work. And we talk about what's happening and where I go. I recommend Grace Dental Studio to anyone who needs any type of procedure close to what I'm getting, or even remotely smaller type of procedures where you wouldn't even think that you could come to somewhere like this. I couldn't be more happier, and I couldn't feel like I was driven and directed to Grace Dental Studio. I'm incredibly thankful that I was able to stumble upon Grace Dental Studio. So I feel very thankful, and I feel very happy that this was able to happen. Every doctor here, every assistant here, every person who's at the reception, every person here has treated me like family. And as an Italian from South Philadelphia originally, to be treated like family is something that really, really goes a long way with me. And that isn't just lip service. You can tell when somebody's just being cordial for the sake of they have to be, that their requirement. This is truly from the heart here. And the top quality of service here has been impressive. So I would never speak from anything that I would just try to say something that's not true, that's disingenuous. Everything I'm saying has been incredibly impressive from start to finish, literally a 10 out of 10. All my surgeons, again, Dr. Diego, Dr. Nestor, everybody treats me like a family member here, and you will be treated like a family member as well at Grace Dental Studio. And that's the biggest, most important part to me, is that you're not a number, you're not somebody to get through the door and get pushed out through the door. You will be treated like a top priority, and that's one thing I look for is I've had a lot of experiences in the United States where people don't remember your name while you're in their facilities, opposed to coming back here months later between my different phases of service here, of being treated upon. And for people to just remember exactly what happened to you 3 months ago, 6 months ago, it's impressive. And it's something that I really do think that people should think about when they come here, is who you're going to and who you're dealing with. Every step of the way, my hand has been held with the doctors and the assistants, and every staff member here has been incredibly gentle and incredibly servicing to anything that I've ever brought up. So I really do believe that you should really consider Grace Dental as one of the top, if not the top studios in this entire town of Los Algodones. Yeah, this is my smile, so not really great at, giving the whole smile, but I'm not a real estate agent, but these are all implants on the top, and